All right, crunch time here on The Jump. Kristaps Porzingis dropping 27, only missed 3 shots last night as the Mavs picked up a quality win over the Pacers. Zach, was that performance last night a blip on the radar or a start of a trend?
No, start of a trend, and I think the most interesting thing is it happened with Porzingis as Dallas' starting center. That's where their ceiling is highest. That's where his ceiling is highest. That's where they're most dangerous. So it'll be interesting to see how fast Rick Carlisle just leans all the way in that direction, because that is the apex version of the Mavericks.
I agree with you. This is a trend, Rachel. We remember back in the bubble, Luka and Porzingis both was averaging about 30 points a game. They were arguably the best duo. Porzingis getting back in shape. He got a few games under his belt. I see him having a couple of 30-point nights in the near future. And Zach is right. That center position is good for him, especially with Luka and the way he's capable of stretching the floor and mixing it up and rolling to the basket.
I want to move on to the Atlanta Dream, guys, because the saga, it may be over soon. They are close to being sold. A WNBA spokesperson confirmed to our Ramona Shelburne. This was first reported by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. We all remember, right? Former Senator Kelly Loeffler, part of the ownership group and the league's players, including those on her own team, openly opposing her. Perk, is this the best resolution for all parties involved?
Yes, yes. And one thing I've learned is to not mess with the WNBA. Those women do not play any games. They stand on the front line, and if they believe in something, they go at it full force. And kudos to them. Once again, let me give them their flowers for always standing up for what they believe in, standing up for what's right. Shout out to the WNBA.
The short answer is yes, this is the best solution for everyone involved. And Perk is right. The WNBA changed history. Just think about that for a minute. The WNBA players changed history, period, end of sentence. It's really amazing.
It really is. You know, when they started wearing those shirts that said Vote Warnock, his name recognizability, they poll for that, of course, as you guys know, was super low. They started wearing the shirts. The conversation started on national television. And, of course, some tireless work from Reverend Warnock himself and all of the people in Georgia supporting him. Stacey Abrams' Get Out the Vote initiative really made a huge difference and now is changing the balance of the Senate. I do want to get back to the Atlanta Dream specifically, though. There has been some consternation of this over the past year. The NBA, the WNBA, there's not room in the bylaws for forcing an owner to sell unless you have this crazy majority vote of rest of ownership, which is tough to get because owners will say, well, next time it could be me. With Donald Sterling, there was eventually a deal worked out with Donald Sterling's wife, Shelley. And in this case, there was a lot of pressure put on by the NBA, the WNBA, and people around the team, and that seems to be doing the trick here. So it is complicated. It is nuanced. It's not something that the league can just snap its fingers and do, and yet here is the resolution that so many people wanted. So again, shouts to the WNBA players. All right, let's get back to the NBA issuing a memo yesterday reaffirming the rules that require teams to remain on their half of the court in pregame and halftime warm-ups, limits physical contact to only include elbows or fist bumps, especially between opposing teams. High fives, hugs, handshakes not allowed, nor are extended post-game conversations. And the league is now going to start using security at mid-court to enforce this, which, I mean, I don't even know what to think about a security guard getting in the way of some of these players. Perk, what do you think of the league taking this step?
Well, look, I understand the league trying to protect the players, but listen, this is ridiculous because basketball is a physical contact sport. Guys are going to be rubbing and touching each other all throughout the game. By the way, let me ask you a question, Rachel. Are they sanitizing the basketballs? Because the basketballs are exchanging hands, you know, throughout the game and in the layup line. But I'm saying,
but not between
I
every
understand
shot.
you're trying to protect it, but this is... Yeah, right, but this is not going to change anything. Guys, it's a natural reaction.
I think what it shows is, frankly, the idea that we thought maybe we knew or someone, the NBA was confident that you couldn't transmit the virus on the court, that players aren't within 6 feet of each other for 15 cumulative minutes in a game. I mean, we just don't know. We don't know that. And some of these actions that the NBA is taking is saying, hey, we don't know exactly how it's transmitted in these arenas, how it's transmitted with these aerosol particles all in the air. We don't know. So we're going to just try and limit any interaction that we can limit. That's not the game. And I get that it looks silly, and it is kind of silly. And, you know, if we're going to this length, I think you have to consider what did we really sign on for here? But I don't blame them for trying to limit whatever they can limit that's not basketball.
All right, our League Pass game of the night, guys, tonight. Easy choice, given the fact our producers are not allowed to pick a national TV game. That only leaves them one game eligible on the slate. So Knicks Warriors, come on down. You're our choice for League Pass game of the night. Golden State, 5th out west. New York, 8th out east. So Zach Lowe, which of these teams is more likely to make the playoffs this season? Give us your quick pick.
Warriors, even in the West, I'm picking Warriors. Even with the play-in possibilities in the East, I'm picking Warriors.
Good pick, Zach. I'm going with the Warriors, too.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.